Who we got with us today?
My name is Sherelle Smith, aka Sassy.
Tell us about yourself, Miss Sassy. Where you grew up at?
Well, I was born in Centerville, Illinois. I think I was like 5 pounds, 6 ounces. I grew up in St. Louis though, across the water.
So you grew up.
Southside.
You was born in Centerville,
Illinois.
but when did you come to Missouri?
That I can't tell you. I mean, my mama traveled. We stayed in Arkansas, Denver, Mississippi.
What schools did you go to growing up?
Name all of them.
It don't matter. As
Okay,
many as you can remember.
So in preschool, yeah, I was kind of bad from like preschool to first grade. And then I started getting picked on from first grade to about fifth grade. Dunbar, Scruggs, Patrick Henry, Roosevelt, Bayshine, Beaumont, Tri-A.
You got any brothers and sisters?
Yeah, I have an older brother, Jonathan Smith, Snug D. Butter.
What kind of household did you come from? Single parent, both parents?
From like little baby, a baby to I think 2. My mom and my daddy was together, and then he was caught cheating with my auntie, my mama's sister, and yeah, they broke up. So yeah.
What's your relationship like with your mom?
Great. It's great. Right now, she's my best friend.
What's your relationship like with your brother?
My brother, he was my best friend until we both got on drugs.
Who introduced you to that lifestyle? Or when did the introduction start?
To drugs?
Mm-hmm.
When I moved in with my auntie in Pond Line.
How did that come about? How did that come about?
Well, she was lonely. She had hey, I'm doing an interview right now. So yeah, my auntie, she worked for Hillsdale. My mom worked for Hillsdale before, and she went from Hillsdale to being a nurse, and from a nurse to Central, back to police force. Yeah. So my mama got my auntie into Hillsdale, and she became cool with the mayor, and the mayor gave her a house, and I just moved in with her. Stayed with my auntie for 11 years, and Michael Brown Sr. is my uncle. Yeah, so that's where I practically raised Michael Brown till he got into middle school, and then he just grew up too quick.
Who introduced the drug culture to you?
Okay, my next door neighbor, basically I didn't know what heroin was until I seen him do it, and then yeah, I started making money. I started selling crack, $5 pieces, from $5 pieces to and on up, and then I started selling heroin. Then I was selling, everything else.
How old were you?
I was 18, and then I got my first crib, and I started working at the flea market.
How was that lifestyle for you?
It was great. I was getting money. I touched a lot of money, but I just didn't spend it right.
What are the regrets on the lifestyle?
None.
Back on it?
I don't regret nothing I did in life.
No regrets with what you did with the money?
Nothing. Right now, I still don't regret it because I'm surviving out here.
How old are you right now?
I'm 37. I just turned 37 on Father's Day.
So when did that lifestyle end and this lifestyle begin?
My getting money lifestyle and taking care of my kids lifestyle was it ended 2014. 2014. My 2005, my baby daddy beat our son when he was 2 months. And he went to jail, and I had postpartum depression. DFS tried to take him from me. I sent him to Nebraska with my mama and brother. And he's been down there since. Now he just got recruited into the Marines. You know, I'm so proud of him. He 18 now, and he made me, man. Even though I wasn't in his life,
What's your relationship like with him?
he was, we were close. Like, I had to keep explaining to him that it wasn't my intentions to not be in his life. You know, like, as while he was gone away from me, I ended up on drugs. Yeah.
How does the transition go from getting a money lifestyle to turning around and being hooked on it? Or like, how does that go? Yeah, how did that go for you?
Curiosity, man. I seen people, you know, I'm spontaneous, so I like new things. I'm a Gemini. I'm interested in anything, and if I don't like it, I'm not gonna do it. But I tend to like things too much, and I get addicted to it. But if you knew who my mama was, that's where I got my strength from. Wanda Smith. Yeah, that's my baby.
What jobs have you had over your lifetime?
Even though I didn't graduate from high school, I worked for the IRS. I did Bush Stadium. I did the parking lot, the parking attendant. I worked at the flea market, the ice cream truck, daycare, home health care. I did a lot of things. Right now, I like to clean. I like to clean, and I know I can't just up and make cards, but I'm gonna pass my number out in case somebody wants to use house cleaning.
Do you have any ways to be contacted? Do you have any social media? Do you have any cash app? Do you have anything where people may want to reach out and share resources with you?
Yeah, my cash app. I lost so many phones. People stole my phone, so I got a lot of cash apps. At this very moment, though, I have one. I have the social media thing, and I fell out of it because I started seeing teenagers commit suicide on Facebook, and it's sad. It's messed up, and I got too many problems in my life right now to just be on social media. But contact 314-441-1745. Yeah.
How have you seen the city of St. Louis change since you were coming up till now?
Well, man, it changed a lot. Now that there's more guns, ain't nobody safe. And it's sad. I got my finger shot off on Prairie and Martin Luther King in front of the Family Dollars that burned down. I asked the homeboy if he could drop me off on Garfield, hopped in the car, and he didn't tell me he had just killed and robbed somebody. And whoever he killed and robbed, they was somebody, because their family he was in the same car. And as soon as we hit the stop sign, the first bullet hit the engine, sent it to a slow roll, and they just hit it up. And the last bullet hit my hand. And I jumped out and ran up Martin Luther King. And then I passed out in Middle Street. And yeah, that was the first time I got shot.
Have you ever tried to get clean and get off the streets?
Yeah, I've got clean. A lot of times I went to Bridgeway. I've been in drug court. I had a PO. I was on papers, and my PO quit and my judge retired, and they cleared my record. But then I got with this guy, a few guys, and they just turned my life back upside down and around and all over again. But it's not, I don't blame them. I'm grown. Like I said, I like to try new things.
If you can go back in time knowing what you know today, what would you tell a young Miss Sassy?
Stay to yourself. Try not to be a follower. You know, like now I'm a leader, and I demand my respect out here in these streets. Not physically, you know what I'm saying, but mentally. I can't do nothing but kill people with kindness. And I walk away from a lot of things. Because in 2017, I was in my doping mode, on heroin bad. And I started jacking. And I had a heart attack and a stroke. And that changed my life. Like, I didn't even know I was having a stroke or a heart attack. And I was walking, and then my legs gave out on me. And this guy, he came out of nowhere. I never told nobody this story. He came out of nowhere, and he was like, "Why you out here so late?" And I was like, "I can't walk." And he said, "What you mean you can't walk?" I said, "My leg's not working." And he put me in the back of his car, took me to some house he was working on in Ferguson. He gave me a bath. He washed my bag. I mean, he gave me a bath. And he put my clothes on me. And he laid me down on a massage table he had in there. And then he was like, he had to go to his wife. And he bought me something to eat and everything, and then he left. And the next day, he came and got me and asked me where do I need to go because the contract was coming. And I was like, fuck it. You know, I was on the run for my PO, so I wasn't too quick to give my mama's address, but I did because I was fed up. And from the time he put me in the back of his seat to the time we pulled up at my mama's house, I had another stroke and a heart attack. And I passed out, and I was in a coma for a week and a half. When I woke up, they told me they had good news and bad news. And I couldn't talk, so they told me that I had to they had to cut my toes off because my circulation wasn't pumping in my leg. And then they said the good news is I gotta have heart surgery and I get a new heart. So because the drugs disintegrated my valves. Yeah, so I ended up getting a new heart, a white man's heart, and they cut my toes off. They cut 3 of them off.
What year was this?
It's 2017.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, and
Did
then,
that slow you down any?
Yeah, it slowed me down a lot. I was in the hospital for 8 months. 8 months in a rehabilitation center for 5. So,
when were you fully rehabilitated and recovered? From 2017 till how long did it take you?
Till like the end of 2017. No. Yeah, it's about the end, almost the end of 2017. I recovered quick because of my blood type. O positive, we rejuvenate real quick. Our blood is very rare and it's like gold. So I heal easily. I ended up having to have another heart surgery because the guy I was with for 6 years, Terrence Clark, rest in peace. We got into it and he hit me in my chest. And me not knowing the body, when he hit me, my valve, my artificial valve that I got, it fell off. And it traveled to my body and to my ankle. And that man made me sit in that bed, lay in that bed for 3 days before he called the ambulance. And I was in so much pain. And when I finally got to the hospital, they told me if I would have waited 3 more hours, I'd have been dead. I'd have woke up dead. Yeah, so I had to get a stent. I had to get my valve replaced again. And yeah, and I had to have 4 blood transfusions. So I'm very blessed. That's why I got this static. 100% blessed.
Any advice you want to give to any young ladies thinking about going down that similar path that you chose?
I'm gonna just say this. I mean, everybody got a choice in life. You know, we have many choices, good and bad, and it's up to them to, choose. You always have that one person that's got your back. You know what I'm saying? Like, if mom's not here, if dad not here, if you ain't got no siblings, it's always associates. Like, you can always vent to a stranger without getting backlash, you know. Just, keep your head up and YOLO. You only live once.
Is there anything you want to say in closing, Miss Sassy? Anything you want to get off your chest to anybody, anything? Now's the time you can say it in closing.
I be telling these hoes, leave me the fuck alone. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. But no, I'm a good person, you know. I don't understand why people that do the evilest, devious shit get blessed, and the people that look out and break their neck get treated like shit. Like, the streets made me stronger. The streets made me stronger, good and bad.
We appreciate you taking time out with us, Miss Sassy. Thank you.
Thank you.